Welcome, Raphael, to Wadada TV.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Are you afraid of this interview?
No, not at all.
Let me start with your favorite scene from Family Guy when Peter trying to speak Italian.
Papa de poopy. Yeah. That's quite funny.
Then I would like to ask you about your favorite dish, Polish dish called pierogi. Can you tell us something about that?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Italian ravioli. And I had it in my good friend's back home. His mama prepared them like traditionally. It was like so good.
Okay, then I would like to go to music, and I took a message from your song called Good Old Vibes, and because of that I took something for you.
Aha! Palma, the time has come. And the version. And this is for me?
We can talk about this, we can deal with something.
Nice one.
What can you tell us about Slim Smith?
Slim Smith, well, it's one of the good artists of, it was like really good times. Like, he, like others, had a different approach to the music if you compare it to today. And yeah, I think that I would like to have lived in those times, you know, where everything was played. Music was at the first place in music business.
And from Slim Smith, it's not very long way to Bunny Strikerly, which you have connection with in a song called.
Which one?
Yeah, you tell me.
With Bunny Lee? Well, yeah. Let's say the Cool Breeze. It's a refix. Yeah. It's a refix by Air Vibration from the original rhythm. Yeah, it's like I love to bring this old vibration and give them a modern flavor, but not forgetting the message of peace and serenity, and not putting bad things into it.
Yes, and in this song there are very good lyrics for me, which is for a soundman to play in music from vinyl rather than from laptop. Can you tell us something about that?
Yeah, of course. It's like, it's not that I'm criticizing, because of course there are certain situations which you cannot bring your vinyls with you, and even to protect them, because it's, once one is gone, it's gone. But it's to say that back in the days, to be a sound system, you had to support actively the movement by buying the records. And the more you buy the records, the more producers have and artists have money to invest and do new ones. With the internet, everything changed. Like, you have people who is getting paid, but without supporting the artists. It's true that the sound system is always the vehicle to promote the artists, but sometimes it seemed to me that some sound boys or some are like trying to get, or they get more attention even than the artists they play. So something is going wrong. That's the meaning of my statement.
Me, as a fan of sound system culture, I have to ask you, what is, in your opinion, the attributes of a perfect sound boy?
Well, of course, like he have to know what is playing, what is talking about. And I have a lot of good sound boy friends, and they're like meant archives. You say, you name a song, they know, label, session man, studio, who was at the mixer, and this is really nice. And
can you give us an example of that person?
Well, I know Ramboy Selector, which is an Italian guy from Salento living in Bristol, and he's one of them. He's like really. Then back in Italy we have Lampadred. Lampadred is like a teacher. It's like a teacher. So yeah, there are plenty of the old school, and so I would like that the new soundman and the people that approach this music, because sometimes I speak with some youths, maybe 14, 15 years old, and they don't go further than Alborosi. And Of course, Albo is a friend, is a brother, and is a big artist. But you must know that Albo Rose sounds so because it took back that kind of flavor of Sly and Robbie, So you have to go further. And what I see is that when we didn't have internet and things, we wanted to know. Now everybody have the possibility to know a lot of things, but they know less.
Okay, question about your favorite sound system. It seems like cannot be different than Sentinel sound because of the mixtape.
Well, of course, right now, Sentinel, my big bad friends from Germany, they are really, really, really very professional. They love what they do, they know what they're doing, and to do this mixtape together was really a pleasure.
And according to this mixtape, I took a message from this mixtape, and because of that I took something for you, which is...
Beautiful. Ray Charles.
What can you tell us about this?
Well, Ray Charles was the genius. He was the one who understood and practiced that music is music. You cannot stick to one style. He was heavily criticized too because he was taking the gospel music and putting love lyrics inside but he created something unique, something special.
Wasn't afraid to cross the borders.
Maybe he was afraid, but
He wasn't. Wasn't.
he wasn't. You say? I don't know. Maybe for what we know, he was a jump in the dark. But the time gave him the let's say the right acknowledgement.
I have to ask you also about this tune, this artist.
Yeah, John Holt. I always loved since the beginning the elegance of since the studio one period, the elegance of his vocals and things. And this song, Police in Helicopter, from this album, I wanted to do a tribute, to make a tribute, but not only make a cover, because a lot of people do covers, and it's of course a good way to tribute somebody, but because of the things we were saying before, that maybe the youths need to know, I decided to write some the verses with talking about the John Holt live. So new verses like the first one, original release in 1983, John Holt, John Jalaws, big tune, Palm Green Sleeve. And so they, and it was nice to hear some compliments about these lyrics, that music is also school. So it's good to share the informations you have and good to get informations from others.
And apart from this song, what was your reaction to his death?
Well, of course, I was really, really sad, but I mean, it's life, and sadly, I never had the opportunity to meet him personally. But I was really, really, really sad. Reggae music is losing a lot of great talents. That's why reggae artists all over the world have to keep it up, the same quality, the same love for the music. Push it further, and people like him will be never forget.
And you also did other tributes to other artists, sometimes in a little line or something like this. For example, Dennis Brown, and because of that we all know that Love and Hate.
Yeah.
Love and Hate.
Could never be friends. They could never be friends. I love Dennis Brown. He is really the prince of reggae to me. And yeah, what was the question?
It wasn't a question. It was just a free expression.
Okay. Yeah, I love Dennis Brown music.
Okay, Raphael, thank you for this interview. It was a pleasure for me. Next time it's gonna be much more scary for you.
Okay. So next time I will be prepared.
Yes. Your last words in the interview?
Well, it's good to be here in Poland. Raphael Regałowisko. One love to everybody. Cool breeze a blow in the air tonight. Rubber dub dancing a candlelight. Spin the tune, my selector, yo. Bye.
Vinyl done laptop.